Hey everyone, Mineycart here, but you can call me Miney, and welcome back to another Saturday Shuffle video, guys. In today's video, we're going to be going on a railway adventure, but it's a bit of a different one this time, because today, I'm going on holiday. I'm going to visit my friend Osakuma, who lives in Bolton, so we are going to be taking a train today. We're going to be going from Birmingham International to Preston, and then Preston back down to Bolton, and then after the trip, we're going to come back. So this is going to be my vlog of travelling. I've never been to Preston before, so I'm quite looking forward to it. A bit anxious, but it's sort of just general long distance travel anxiousness of like, have I got everything? Yes, I have. I'm recording this intro from my flat just so that I can, I don't have to worry about finding a space to do it at the station. But yeah, guys, it's going to be an exciting day. I am really excited, honestly, for this trip. I've got a nice 2-hour trip now on an Avanti Pendolino. Which is, I believe it's 39117. I checked last night because it's already been assigned. I haven't checked the Northern train yet, but I don't know if that's been assigned yet. But yeah, I'm really excited. Should be a lot of fun. So come along with me as we take this trip from Birmingham to Bolton. I don't know how loud you can hear me because of that, but we made it to International. Now we just got to wait for our train. I'm on platform 1. Which is a rarity, but usually whenever I go on holiday I end up on one. So yeah, we're going to be getting the train from here to Preston. First we're going to wait for the cross country to come through, and then our train will be coming through. But yeah, really excited now. I've made it here. Had a bit of a stress getting here, but I'll tell you about that in a bit. Yeah, let's enjoy and wait for the train.
Welcome on board this Avanti West Coast service to Glasgow Central, calling at Preston, Lancaster, Carlisle, Motherwell.
Alright, I've made it here to Preston, and I've got to say, I might have found a new favourite station. This place is amazing. I love it. I genuinely really love this station. I think I might have found a new favourite station. I kind of wish I didn't have this suitcase with me now so I could probably look around and explore. But yeah, I've got
We are sorry that
50 minutes.
1580 Avanti West Coast.
Got 15 minutes to have an explore, so let's have a little look around. But yeah. And then I've walked up to the top of Preston platforms 5 and 6, and I've got to say, this station gets a big tick from me. It's really cool, really pretty, and I really, really like it. We've got about another 20 minutes or so into our train. I've just been, you know, looking around the station a bit, having a bit of a poke around, and I gotta say, probably one of my new favourite stations. I can't believe I found it in a station. Woo. But anyway, we'll be heading back over to platform 2 in a minute because my train will be coming soon-ish, but I'm going to let the passengers come off this one first because otherwise it's going to get very busy. Sadly, our time at Preston is now coming to an end. We're going to get the next train and the final train to Bolton, which is going to be a class 323. I can't escape them, not even in the north. But yeah, we've got about 5 minutes or so until our train is here to take us to Bolton.
Platform 2 for the 1552 Northern service to Manchester Airport. Calling at Leyland, Buckshall Parkway, Chorley, Horwich Parkway, Lostock, Bolton, Salford Crescent, Deansgate, Manchester Oxford Road, Manchester Piccadilly and Manchester Airport.
Alright, then we've made it here to Bolton now. I'm going to go ahead and enjoy my holiday, and then I'll see you guys back here in a week. They're so cute. And we've got an hour to wait here, over an hour in fact. An hour and about 5 minutes. Dramatic shot is dramatic. Water. The trains aren't going any further north than Preston. Thanks! And this is why I wanted to come here. Look how beautiful it is. I'm looking at you. It's a TPE 185. They don't even come down here down this line anymore. And now we wait. Back at Preston on the 14th of August. I'm now heading home. I wasn't able to vlog anything from Bolton to here just because it was very busy and I had to run and there was a whole bunch of stuff, and then the lift was out of order. It's a whole thing. So I'm now stood here at my marker waiting for my train to take me back to Birmingham. I'm very excited to be going home. As much as fun as I've had, and I've recorded a whole bunch of videos and you're going to be seeing them next year because on that for I had with train content. But as much as I've enjoyed this holiday, I'm ready to go home. But yeah, my train should be here in about 5 minutes, and then hopefully my seat is not taken, because if it is, again, I'm going to be a bit stressed, but hopefully I can at least get my luggage on the luggage rack. That would be an ideal thing to be able to do. But yeah, Now we wait for our train to take us to Birmingham. Alright then, I am here at Birmingham International. I made it back. I didn't vlog much on that trip,
This is a
but
security message. If you see something that doesn't look right,
I was mainly enjoying the trip.
or text the British Transport Police
But I want to take some time, compile my thoughts,
016.
and then I'm gonna. What we'll do is we'll go to the we'll go back home to the setup, and I'll do a little piece, and I'll explain to you my thoughts about travelling via train on holiday. So yeah. Let's do a quick time warp and get ourselves back to the office. You ready? Ooh. Whoa. Oh, hi. Didn't see you there. How are you? Alright then, so I am back in my office, and it's been about a week since I came back. It's actually been about a week and a half. And I've been back for about, like I said, I've been back for about a week and a half, and I've got a few notes on my other monitor that I'm just going to read, and I'm going to, you know, talk a little bit about my journey, because the footage, the vlogged footage really didn't do it justice. I didn't take as many clips as I thought I would, and that's on me, but it kind of means that, as I was planning to do anyway, but I'm a bit more reliant than I would have been on this sort of summing up at the end. So, what can I say? So, just reading straight off my notes here. The trip was good value for money. In terms of going between Birmingham and Preston, it only cost me £16 in both directions. So £16 up, £16 down, which is pretty decent if you ask me. Then I think the trip between Preston and Bolton was like £2.90 each way. So in total, the trip only came to about 35 quid, which is pretty decent when usually going via Manchester Piccadilly on cross-country trains could cost upwards of 60 quid. So, you know, being able to do it for such a cheap fare is pretty good. I saved about half of what I normally would spend on a trip up to visit my friends. So, you know, there's a win there. Now, the second thing I've written is that my suitcase was a bit too big. You can see some shots of it. I think I have a picture of it somewhere that I'll put up. It was way too big for the train. Basically, the size of it versus the train didn't really work, and basically meant that on the train trip up, I had to have it basically next to me, like up to my side, which I was obviously I didn't really want to do because it was taking up a seat and all of that, but I just didn't really have anywhere to put it. And then on the way back down, thankfully I was able to get it in the luggage rack because there was some space. But on the way up, the luggage rack was filled. So I suppose something to note, trains going northbound from London are probably going to be a bit busier than them coming down from Scotland. I noticed anyway, it seemed to be. Also, my seat on the way up was taken, my reserve seat. And I'm not the sort of person that to be like, excuse me, you're sitting in my reserve seat. Because I'm tired. I had a bit of a stress getting to the station. So my lesson learnt there is not to take as big of a suitcase unless I really need it, or, you know, I'm prepared to sit in the vestibule for a bit, because yeah, it was a little bit too big for when there wasn't very much space on the luggage rack. One thing I have learned is that maybe I don't book a ticket in the quiet coach. The reason why I book tickets in the quiet coach is because I wanted to have that chill journey up, but basically the quiet coach was very noisy anyway. Maybe if I book in a different carriage, one of the reasons why I liked booking A was because I wanted to book with the seats with the small tables, just so I could have somewhere to work. That was my hope. Overall though, on the way back I enjoyed being able to do some work on the train, getting to see the beautiful views. I'll overlay some pictures that I took of me doing some work, and you can see the views out the window. On the way back down, I did manage to get my seat. I sat next to, there was a lovely guy sat in the seat next to mine who reserved his seat to crew. He got up shortly after we left Warrington, and then basically I had no one else come sit next to me for the length of the journey. So I just chilled, went on my laptop as you saw in the picture, and just, yeah, had a good time. It was quite a nice journey. I didn't have my ticket checked once on any Avanti train across the entire holiday, and that's not just on the trains up and down to Preston. That's also on trains to between Warrington and Wigan, between Oxenholme and Lancaster. No one checked my ticket at all. Now, I know that a lot of Avanti stations have ticket barriers, but I was shocked to find that I hadn't had my ticket checked once. In fact, I only had my ticket checked twice over the entire week that I was away, which is kind of insane to think about. Oh yeah, the Wi-Fi on the Avanti train was a bit of a pain. It worked fine connecting on my laptop, but when I was trying to connect on my phone on the way up, it just didn't really like it. But neither did my data, and on the way back down it was fine, so I'm not entirely sure what the difference was. The other thing I'd note is that a group of school children got on the train at Stafford on the way up, and we're going all the way to Glasgow, which I was like, that's quite the school trip. But yeah, they all got on in Coach G, and the conductor basically made an announcement as we left. I think it was someone at Dudley, and basically said, if there's anyone sat in Coach G, like, move before we get to Stafford, because all the seats were reserved, bar like a few, I think. So yeah, I'm so glad I didn't reserve a seat in Coach G, because that would have been a long trip. Although, to be fair, I might have definitely gotten a seat if, you know, so there's something there. But anyway, so yeah. But yeah, the other thing I'd say about the Avanti trains is that train managers were made good announcements that were informative and friendly. Also, the cleaning team, like, literally, the guy went through with the bag for rubbish like about 10 times. Because literally, I think they were like, it was always when we got near a station, it was the cleaning crew were going up and down, up and down. I'm a little bit confused whether they don't just give them a T key so they can get in and out the door at the far end. But I assume that's because, like, it might just cause issues, or, you know. So I think if they just use the regular doors, I guess it makes somewhat operational sense. But if I was in that situation, I'd be like, can I just have a T key so I can just go through the door, so then I don't have to, you know, because it's a little bit distracting for passengers when there's a person walking through the train constantly like that. Not the person collecting rubbish, but the fact that, like, I think at some stations 2 people will get on, 3 people will get on. You know what I mean? It was a little bit like, I don't know, it was a little bit weird. But maybe that's just usual. Maybe I'm not used to travelling further north than Wolverhampton on an Avanti, so maybe I can't comment. Okay, moving on to the trip between Preston and Bolton. The 323s really aren't the best trains to be running on that line. Particularly the section between Manchester Airport and Manchester Piccadilly. Like, I didn't go down that far, but I could not imagine riding one of those trains. I've ridden the train between Piccadilly and Bolton before when I've come up, obviously going via Manchester, and they're just not fit for that sort of a route. They're not designed. They're designed to be commuter trains. They're not designed to be trains to link to an airport. Do you know what I mean? Like, they're not. They don't really. I don't know why though. I think there's probably like a reason why they're on that line. But, like, I don't know. They don't work well on that line in my personal opinion. There were a lot of 195s and 331s. I think it is out and about as well. But they were mainly running the fast services, so like the trains going fast to Windermere and Barrow and whatnot. Because obviously those services have a part diesel or have a part where there's no OLE, so they have to run diesel or bi-mode. But I don't think Northern actually has any bi-mode trains. But yeah, they're just not really fit for purpose on that line, and again, my luggage was probably a bit too big. So yeah, but the question is, would I go on holiday using trains again? And the answer is absolutely yes. And obviously with my journey to visit all the stations in the UK, I'm probably going to have to at some point. And I love getting to travel on the train. What have I learned though? Maybe taking a smaller bag, just because, you know, my suitcase is a bit big unless I really need the big suitcase, probably take the smaller one. It worked fine before, so it probably will, it will work fine. I probably won't book in the quiet coach unless I really need it. But overall, I had quite a nice time, and I recorded a whole bunch of content. So you'll be seeing, I think there's probably 3 vlogs worth that you'll be seeing in 2026, and they should be, I think the first vlog you'll be seeing in 2026. So there you go, I'm already recording content for 2026, and I think when this video comes out, let me just check exactly when this video comes out. Next Saturday, when this video comes out, I will be out recording another train vlog, which will be the next set of train vlogs that will come out in 2026. Yeah, that'll be the next series. There's a whole bunch of cool content coming out next year, guys, which I'm really excited about. So get excited, because I am very excited, and I hope you guys are too. Next week's video, I can promise you now, will be a non-train related video, because I know train videos aren't for everyone. So next week's video is not a train video. I've already recorded it. I recorded it last night, and it'll be coming out next Saturday as per the plan. And then the week after that will be another train video, and then we'll be hitting October. By Spooktober will officially be beginning. There'll be more information on that in an update video that will come out on the 1st of October. But yeah, guys, for now, thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed today's video and you would like to see more content like this on the channel, please don't forget to like it. And if you are new around here, please do subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on future videos just like this one. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all soon. Goodbye.